Welcome everyone to Literary Lushes with your hosts Megan
and Samantha.
And today is day 12 on the 13 short literary spirits segment we're doing.
We hit a dozen, folks.
Whoop whoop! I feel so excited. Tomorrow is our last day. It's been fun, but I'm ready to not have this every day. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, next year we'll start
Earlier. This has been a little rough. Anyways.
So today, we are doing another story from the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark anthology.
The first book.
Yes, by Alvin Schwartz and illustrated by Stephen Gamble. My head flip-flopped their last names. And I was
I'm always impressed that you can memorize these things. But anyways, the story we're doing today is the Wendigo.
The Wendigo, yes.
And if you say it any other way, you're wrong.
Maybe.
Whatever. Because I know how to pronounce things so well. So our drink today is the Windstorm. And
inspired by the tale of the Wendigo, where a hunter goes into the woods with a Native American guide, hears a wicked
windstorm, and like any smart person while out in a crazy storm, opens his tent to take a look to see how it was going, only to see that nothing actually was happening. It was just a random sound of the wind, and the wind was actually calling this Native American's name. The Native American freaks out. Finally, he gets up and runs and leaves, and he keeps yelling, "My feet are burning, my feet are burning."
And the footsteps get like further and further apart, like somebody was like carrying him.
And then just they vanished. And so they think the tale was that the Wendigo only comes with the wind, and it
hence the name Wendigo.
And it ends up burning your feet as it takes you away.
Because it grabs you and drags you so fast that it burns you up from the feet up, and then it pulls you up high, and then just drops you to the ground.
Yeah.
And yeah, what a lovely, lovely story
so
that is.
There's more to talk about this because I had some issues with this hunter. But, and he's not a hunter like Sam and Dean from Supernatural. Hey guys, sup? I've got my Sam and Dean shirt look going on. It's the only flannel shirt I have. I'm so sorry. But I do have my little mini Dean here. Anyways, okay. So our drink. Making this completely up.
So again, mocktail, because Halloween is kid friendly. And you could easily add your liquor of choice. Vodka or rum, we were thinking for this one. But spice it up. Let us know what you use.
So we're going to use some Hawaiian Punch and some 7-Up.
Very excited. Look at all that red. So yep, so we're just pouring about 3 to 4 ounces of each.
I think I might have poured too much.
Clearly, I'm measuring really well. You know what? Should we put the blue in first?
Well, I was going to do it last.
All right, that probably makes sense. And so 3 to 4 ounces, or like whatever feels right, because clearly we have very scientific thought here, of fruit punch and...
Sorry about hearing Loki's collar in the background.
Lemon.
And then we're going to get some blue curacao.
Blue curacao.
Did I say it right?
I think so.
It's because I had to listen to it when I was editing. Also, I did spell it wrong.
You totally did. It's fine.
I did quite a few squirts.
I was going to say, when we were prepping to record, she's like, I'm going to do a squirt.
I got overexcited just squirting it, thinking, I made it. It's brown now. Get my stirring knife.
That was a big, ooh, God, that ricocheted.
Yeah, I probably went too hardcore on mine.
Stirring knife, ooh, it's sticky.
Everything we do is sticky. I don't think you put enough in, though.
I did a squirt. All right, I'll do another.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think you squirted enough.
All right, so this is a science experiment. Squirt 2. There you go.
What the kind of squirt is that?
It's a f***ing squirt. Oh, there's my F-bomb for the episode. Another one? Ooh, there's 2. Oh, no. Okay.
We're going to have a swear jar.
I'll be poor.
It goes back to paying for things for the podcast. I think that's good. I think that's okay.
Okay.
Cheers.
It tastes like cough syrup.
Okay, so this hunter. He was about as good a hunter as Garth. And if you watch Supernatural, you got that reference. If not, sorry. He was horrible. He needed someone to help guide him to take him out hunting. 3 days and they hunted nothing.
Here's the thing.
Okay, fine. The Wendigo ate everything.
Well, I wasn't even going to say that. It's like, you know when animals and bugs know a storm's coming way before people do? They probably knew the Wendigo was coming, and it was an omen.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Oh.
That, you know what? I'll let that pass.
Dramatic.
The second thing, it took them 3 days to get to their campsite. Actually, I don't even think it took them 3 days. I think they got to the campsite in 1 day, and they hunted for 3 days.
We don't know how long it took them to get to the campsite.
It took less than 3 days.
Yes, probably.
Took them 3 weeks. 3 weeks to get back.
I mean...
You ain't got a compass?
Apparently not. But he also followed the footsteps of the guy.
But he went back to his campsite because he said he packed everything. And then the dumb goes back a year later. Like after having that horrible experience, he's like, let me go back hunting at this place.
Well, he thought that maybe the guy just got like eaten by a wild animal or something.
I don't freaking care. You see a windstorm that you have no idea what the heck happened, and you're like, oh yeah, let me go back hunting there. That's how you die.
Wow.
That's how you die in horror movies.
The hunter survives in this story, though.
Yeah, well, and then at the end, spoiler,
if you haven't read the children's book.
He goes back a year later, and there's a guy sitting by the fire, and he's like, hey, that kind of looks like...
My Native American hunting guide.
Was it DeFago?
Defago.
Because
it's like,
Defago. So he's like, hey, are you Defago? And he doesn't answer. And he's like, do you know Defago? Guy doesn't answer. So he asks him another question. He doesn't answer. So he goes and he lifts the guy's hat, and he's nothing but ashes. Thanks, Thanos. Get it? Because everybody turned to ashes. And again, another nerd reference. Sorry if you don't get that.
But if you don't get nerd references and you watch the show, like, really, what are you doing with your lives?
Must be difficult to follow us. I wasn't a huge fan of this hunter guy. I was really hoping he would have died and not Defago, because Defago just was like a guy who needed money, and he was like, okay, like nobody wanted to help this guy go hunting
because they knew it was stupid. And then Defago's like,
I need money.
I need money.
So,
and I noticed that you always get mad that the character who dies isn't the one you want to die in books.
I'm a sadistic.
Like, I didn't want this person to die. I really wanted this other person to die. And I hope this person dies later on. Yeah.
I do wish a lot of characters dead, don't I?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This actually would probably be really good with vodka. So, what do you think of the story? I was a little bummed. I thought it was anticlimactic.
I mean, it's for children, so it can't scare the pants off you. It's a collection of folklore for children.
I feel like it could have been just a little more something.
I mean, the real story of the Wendigo is way scarier from what I recall. So, yeah.
Yeah, doesn't it use, like, their victims' voices to call other victims?
Yeah, to, like, lead them away.
So, like, it would kill, or it would capture you, and it would use your voice to call me to come kill it. And then it keeps you alive.
Why do I die first?
Because you're going back to the hunting place a year later. Apparently you feel there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, no, I'm not saying I would make the same life choices as this guy. I'm just saying, like, I guess I understand the thought process behind it. I don't know. He should go hunting on the island where Most Dangerous Game took place.
Yes. I would like for him to hunt there.
Circling it all back, guys.
And with that, we say, stay in your tent with your libations. I like how you had to look where the cup was before you connected.
I always look.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Right, day 11? Or day 12 for me?
12. I was going to say in Spanish, my mind went blank. Bird. You want to do your Dean Winchester impression for the tutorial? Thanks, Pepper. That was spot on.
Your Dean impression of saying Sammy.
Weird.
Windstorm.
Not the tree.
Oh, I was like, we're making the
We're
windstorm.
making a windstorm.
I have my own Wendigo.
Wendigo.
I put the wrong lid on.
By the look on your face, I could tell it's gonna taste delicious. Thanks for waiting. Cheers.
Look at you got blue all over. This is why we can't have nice things. What the heck are you doing?
You know, we're crushing it as far as things go. I entertained myself. All right.